guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today's vlog is going to be based around tips that I have learnt on my journey as a new mum that I think is actually going to be relatable into any new season that anyone is walking into. The way I'm going to do it so that it's nice and easy for myself is that I'm going to bite-size my clips that I make for each tip. I'm having this issue where I spend a full week editing and I end up getting really negative in my head about what I've videoed. So what I want to try to do is make it easy for me to edit it each day, so then when it comes to combining it all together, when it comes to combining it all together at the end, I'm able to actually just go yep, and I don't end up thinking, wow, this is a whole heap of garbage that literally no one cares about. So tip number 1, have a to-do list. I am a really visual person, so if you are too, I totally get it. I would love to have the notepad and the fancy pen and it'll be la-di-da, but no, I'm a mum now, I don't have time for that. So I have an app and it's super cool, but it actually has a sound effect as well when you sign off what you've done. I'm sorry, if that isn't rewarding, I don't know what it is. Basically, every night what I've been doing for the past couple weeks is I write up a list of what I always do that. Of what I want to get done. The reason you should do that is so that it is tangible for you to feel good at the end of the day, to know that you've accomplished a lot, and to not bombard yourself with a bajillion things to do. When you're a mum and you're at home, there is this thing called the motherhood load. When you are the mother and you're at home all day, every day in this space, you consistently see things you want to do. And so you're consistently doing things. Whether that be, oh, I want to quickly move that back into alignment so it doesn't irritate me. Oh, I want to do the dishes, do the laundry, to prep for that thing we're doing in the weekend. I need to call that person. I need to pay that bill. I need to organize that appointment. Whatever it is. Mothers are often the ones thinking about all of it because they're the ones living and breathing it at home. So having an achievable to-do list, and that's the key word, achievable, means that you can cross things off every day, you can feel super good about yourself, but also you actually can tell yourself, no, that's not on my list. I'm not going to do it. Either I'm going to ask my husband to help me do it when he gets home, or I'm going to wait and I'm going to do it tomorrow. Who doesn't enjoy crossing off things from a list? Hey guys, it's the next day and I got my period last night, second time since baby, and I am hardcore craving some chocolate, so I'm going to the health food store down the road because they sell Loving Earth. They sell it at Countdown as well, but only the mini ones, and I want an actual whole block. I will say I don't get any period cramps or any other side effects from getting my period so far since baby. And I'm getting the copper IUD in 10 days-ish inserted. I can talk about that another time. Tip number 2 today is take time out every single day, at least once, to have a grateful thought. When I'm standing in Wolf's room and it's pitch black, hoping that he's settling himself to sleep, I've started to really let myself mellow in the fact that I am so grateful that I have him and that he is my life and that I get to stand there sometimes or oftentimes frustrated from him not going to sleep. I'm grateful that I get to have that, and even if that's when I'm rocking him to sleep when he's having a super hard day and he's testing me to my limits, and it's letting myself well up in tears with gratefulness. And I really do think that's such a key thing so that you can actually appreciate the small moments of whatever it is that you're going through. It's one thing to say to people like, oh, you've got to be a positive person and try to change your outlook, try to always look at the bright side of things. Sometimes you just can't, but at least once a day, if you can find a grateful heart in the midst of whatever you're going through, even for that 1 minute or that 1 hour or whatever, it will make a difference to your heart and to where you're sitting. Go back to sleep, Papa. Go on. Self-soothe. Of course he starts to stir right as I'm about to film my 3rd tip for you. We'll make it a quick one. This tip today is, if you think the thought once, grab hold of it and do it. So for instance, I went to the toilet just then and I saw the cloth nappies and I was like, put them in the wash. I meant to do it this morning, didn't remember. and now it is actually the afternoon and it's raining, so whatever, I've set myself up for disaster here. But if you have the thought once, just do it. If you walk to the toilet, quickly throw them in. That was my biggest thing in the very beginning of becoming a mum, was that in the mornings when I would wake up, and it would be that first wake up with Wolf and I would be dying, I would come in here and I would put a load of washing on. I don't know if I've said this before to you guys, but obviously since lockdown I've been refinding my feet with my rhythms and my plans and stuff, but I've really grabbed hold of this one, that if I think about doing it, just do it. Don't think about doing it and think I'll do it later. Think about it and just put it into action. Get it done, because there's so many things in a day that crop up, as you know. Mum or not a mum, you know that that's just kind of how life is. So if you think of it, do it. I hope he's still asleep, but I'm going to throw all these cloth nappies in. I think I should just address how I'm feeling right now. Wolf is teething, so we're on day 3 of it, of like proper teething rather than just the signs of teething. So he's been grizzly, crying, and so sore, and it's so hard because it just feels like as a mum you just go back to like square one of like, what am I, like, am I doing the right thing? What am I doing? What should I do to help? I gave him Pamol, I gave him this, you know, natural teething stuff. I'm just having a sad moment. Oh, he just really woke up. I'll be back. Tip number 4. So I'm on my period, which kind of explains the sadness, but also I'm gonna make some cookies and they're gonna be gluten-free, dairy-free, whatever. And I actually wanted to talk to you about being inspired. So since I became a mum, I have watched so many different YouTubers and different, you know, other mums and their journeys as motherhood, into motherhood, whether that be like people I actually know or whether that be people online, across a whole range of things, being like diet, fitness, how to like be a mum in different ways, and even just starting this YouTube channel was through watching other people and feeling the confidence to do it. And I honestly think this is like my biggest tip, is that being inspired is everything. It's how you grow back into yourself. It's how you grow into more. It's how you keep the fire inside of you for your family and also for yourself and for your own identity really alive. I bought this book and it's called Not So Mumsy, and I've started reading it, and it's just like a whole collaboration of like motherhood and how to find yourself in it and how to still be you in motherhood. It's awesome. It sits so well with me and how I want to be a mum and how I want to still like be as a person. And I just thought that it was such a good tip to kind of remind people that it's like you got to put in the work for yourself as well, and that should then give back into your family. Me figuring out my diet, my son is about to start solids, and when he does, I know that he's going to be eating really clean and really whole foods because that's what we're already eating and we've made that change. Or with my fitness, me being able to actually handle holding my baby for as long as I have to sometimes by getting my strength back, that gives back to him. It's things like that where it's like you end up burped yet again, you end up doing things and being so inspired and feeling so good and like you have a purpose, and it directly relates back into your family. Oh, they turned out so well. I made some of them huge, but Jesse's going to be extremely happy when he comes home. They're literally those two there. And then cranberries. Yeah. So Wolf honestly slept 20 minutes. Don't even get me started. I'm praying for the end of the day here, guys. But I just want to round out this tip and just say, if you just want to keep filling your cup with things that inspire you to re-find yourself, to have a hobby, to just like, I don't know, fill the void in the times when you're not doing the washing and you're not cleaning the house, or you're not worrying about what book you need to read in order to better yourself in that new stage that's coming with your baby. You've got to fill your own soul a little bit to give back to your family. So that is precisely why I make these YouTube videos, because it fills my own cup making them and having this hobby to do it. One sec. And that's the best gift you can give your family and you can give yourself. Being inspired is a way to live your life. If you can always be filling your cup, do it in any way. Read a book, find a blog, find a vlogger, find friends, find mums. Just find people who encourage you to be the best version of you, and find what it is for you personally, and drive for it, drive into it, keep going for it. And we'll see you tomorrow for tomorrow's tip. And wish me luck, guys. Okay. Hello. I was just reading a book and it's all about solids and, you know, moving on to that new phase with Wolf. P.S. I look like a rat. So just don't even. That was just a clay mask, and now I'm just going to put a hydrating one on, and I'm actually also going to put on some eye masks because the baby's asleep, so why not? Let's change this. Okay, well, it can't be fixed, so whatever. But tip number 5. Today's one is about Netflix. The main point here is don't just mindlessly watch Netflix. Allow yourself to have time alone and to be bored. The reason I say that is not because TV's bad, or you shouldn't have the TV on when you're around your kid or whatever. Nothing like that. I just genuinely believe that when you allow yourself to get bored, you actually allow yourself to process what it is that you're going through. When you become a new mum, when you become a new mum, you actually need to be able to process the fact that you've become a new mum. And I really think that allowing yourself to have space to just kind of like sit around and just stare aimlessly out into the world, or drive around even and not even have the radio on, it just allowed me personally to be able to catch up to the fact that my whole life had just changed. I was a mum now, and I guess it's hard to explain if you've not become a mum yet, but I personally really found that I needed to emotionally catch up to what had just happened to me and let myself kind of think about what it meant, and I don't know, let it all sink in. And it's really easy in our day and age to just like fill our time. We're always doing it. We're always scrolling through stuff. We're always binge watching a new show. But I think with something as traumatic as childbirth, and then, being thrown into the deep end with motherhood, I just think it's really important to actually give yourself space to then catch up. I really hope that does make sense, because I genuinely believe this is such a key thing for your mental health. Anyway, I hope you guys are having a lovely night too, or whenever you are watching this / whenever it goes live. Okay, good morning, officially. We've just popped down to the mall to get some Pamol for Wolf. And actually yesterday we went to Kmart. Oh, look at these people watching me film. We went to Kmart yesterday and bought some teething and solid stuff for Wolf, so let me know if you do want to see into that new journey that we are stepping into. I hope it's not too windy out here, but I've just got into the car and realised I don't have the keys. Jesse does. He's still inside the mall, but Wolf woke up, so I wanted him to try to go back to sleep, so I'm literally walking him up and down the strip. But final tip for this video is tip number 6, be honest. I've said it in my last videos, but really, like, this is such a huge one, and especially with your mental health, I definitely learned that just being honest about how I was feeling, or even the fact that I didn't know how I was feeling, and so by that I mean don't expect your key support network to be able to read your mind. And it's really important that you're actually being able to still get out how you feel, even if you actually can't articulate it and figure it out. So even before my period hit, I was feeling so down and so titchy and grumpy, and I just remember saying to Jesse most nights, like, I don't know why I'm so shitty, but I just am, and I'm sorry, and I think it's because my period's coming. You know, in those moments where you do feel like you can be vulnerable enough to just say it, just blurt it out so that you've crossed that barrier and broken the ice. Okay guys, that concludes the rest of this vlog. Hope that you guys enjoyed it. I personally really enjoyed doing it in little bite sizes. I was able to edit every single thing each day, and then when I got to the next day I knew exactly what I was talking about and what I wanted to jump into, especially with mum brain, and when you're just on the go and you're busy, you lose your train of thought so fast. So bite-sizing it really worked for me. Let me know if you guys liked it. Please give this video a like if you did. Hope that the tips were not only relatable but kind of insightful for anyone who isn't in this phase yet, but also for anyone just going through a new phase at all. And also don't forget to subscribe. I upload new videos every week, and this little guy grows so fast and you don't want to miss a thing. Okay guys, have a really great day and a really great week, and I will see you next time. Bye!